that going. All right, so I'll go over the warm up with you. First one will be mountain climbers. So you do those any way you wish. On your hands, toes out. Drive in slowly, as long as you're using that core to drive in, or you can go at a faster pace. It is just a warm up, so whatever pace works for you on the warm up. Second exercise will be plank pike. So after the break, you're already there, so you can be on your mat. Start on your toes in a plank position. Push your head through your hands. Come slowly back to the plank position. This is a good one just to get that full stretch through the lower back. You're going to be using your shoulders and your core the whole time, but you will also be stretching your body out. Third exercise will be squat side crunch. So you'll just get in a squat position, shoulder width, go into your squat, then you'll crunch up from side to side. So squat, crunch, squat again, and then crunch on the other side, really using those obliques for the crunch. Fourth exercise will be front kick to back kick. So you'll just kick front, both legs, and go to the back. Make sure you're keeping balance the whole time, using your core to drive those legs up and back. Oh, nice. Got those fans.
I'm sorry?
I said nice, got those fans.
Yeah. We take the box fan and you slap a square, the 20 by 20 filter on it.
Uh-huh.
And you have a HEPA filter.
Oh, nice.
$1 million.
That's awesome.
Woke kind of stuffy today. I'm like, man, maybe I should go ahead and plug that.
Yeah, allergies are terrible. Music going.
All right.
You ready?
Ready.
So starting in 10, starting with those mountain climbers. And 3, 2, 1, mountain climbers. Drive in with the core. Drive all the way up through to the chest. Yeah. Go at a slow pace, go at a fast pace, as long as that belly button is pulled in towards the spine. You don't have your butt high up in the air. Make sure your shoulders are aligned with those wrists. You have a steady breathing pace. And rest. Go ahead and stay on your mat because you're going to go right into those plank pikes. So start in a plank position, then go into the pike. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Those plank pikes, right in a plank position. Push your head through your hands, slowly come back out to that position. Feeling that full stretch through the lower back, keeping that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Slow and steady on this one. Make sure your shoulders are aligned with your wrists. Really warming up that body, stretching it out. Dynamic stretches. And rest. Good. Now we're going to go into the squat. Go ahead and rest after you get your stretch in. We're going to go into the side crunch with the squat. So you'll start with the squat and you'll use your core to drive up the side in that crunch. And here we go. Squat it out. Make sure you're sitting back into your hips and your glutes, keeping that core tight the whole time. Really using those obliques. Slow and steady sweaty again all throughout the warm-up, just making sure your body's warming up properly. Make sure you're keeping that core tight. I guess I should have said this at the beginning. After the warm-up, if you can go ahead and add your name and employee ID to the chat, that would be great. And rest. Last one will be the front kick, back kick. So you're gonna kick up both legs in the front, then you're gonna go to the back immediately after. Just make sure you're using the core to keep your body stable. And here we go, front kick. And go right to the back. Good, making sure you're squeezing those glutes as you kick back. And forward. Making sure you're using that core to drive up those knees and kick out. Get your rhythm. Keep a good breathing pattern. Keep that balance as well as you can. Know it's early. And rest. Good. First round done. Make sure you have your water. Make sure you have some dumbbells for today's workout as well. Let that heart rate come down. Good, good, good. And we'll be going back to mountain climbers in about 10 seconds. Go ahead and find your spot on your mat. And 3, 2, 1, mountain climbers. Really using that core to drive up the knees. Make sure your butt is not up in the air. You want to keep a flat back. You want to make sure your shoulders are correctly over your wrists. Slow and steady, or you can go at a fast pace. Whatever works for you this morning. You can kind of do a cross. You want to hit more of the obliques. Drive that knee towards the opposite elbow if you need to. Whatever works for you. And rest. Good. Go ahead and stay on your mat because you're going to go right into a plank pike next. Once you get in the plank pike, pushing your head through your hands from the plank position. Start that in just a second. And here we go. Plank pike back. Really feeling that stretch all through the shoulders, all through the lower back. Keeping your core as tight as possible. Belly button holding towards the spine. Shoulders still aligned with the wrist as you come out into the plank. Hang in there. Almost there. Should be feeling your body really moving up. And great. Good. You ready for the next 2 exercises, which both involve a squat. Got the squat side crunch, then you got the squat front kick, back kick. In about 10 seconds. You need to put in some neck rolls while you're waiting. Go ahead and do that as well. And here we go. Squat position, squat, side crunch. Really feeling those obliques. Driving that knee towards that elbow. Sit back into those glutes and hips. Make sure that core's tight the whole time, making sure your knees are not bowing in. Good. 10 more seconds. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Good. And rest. Almost done with round 2. Got the squat, front kick, back kick. And here we go. Right into the front kick and to the back. Making sure sure those glutes are tight the whole time when you kick back. That way you're not throwing out that lower back. Good. Core tight the whole time. Warming up that body. Getting everything ready. About 15 more seconds. Keep it up. That belly button holding towards the spine the whole time, especially on those back kicks. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. We got one more round of the warm-up. Grab some water if you need it. Go ahead and find your spot on the mat. Get ready for those mountain climbers. Right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and mountain climber. Last round is round 3. Really drive those knees up. Feel that all throughout the core. That belly button holding towards the spine. Shoulders and wrists aligned. Back is straight. You go slow or as fast as you want. It's just warm up. Steady breathing. Rest. Very good. And stay on your mat or around your mat, because you're going to go right into those plank pikes next. Put your hands on your head if you need to. Kind of taking some deep breaths through the nose, out through the mouth. Just relaxing and resting right before we start those plank pikes. Go ahead and get in position. And push head through the hands, back to plank position. Keeping that core tight. Really feeling that stretch on this one. A great exercise to have you warm up and also stretch out. Really focusing on that core, making sure you keep that body completely straight. And rest. Very good.
Rest.
Ready for the squat side crunch next. We are almost done with the warm up. About 8 seconds. Go ahead and find your squat position. And we're going to go into the squat and side crunch it out.
1.
Really going slow on that descent down to the ground, making sure you're putting that weight all the way back into those glutes. When you power up into that side crunch. Really focusing on that core. Good. Very good, very good. You should be feeling nice and warmed up at this point. Ready for that workout. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Got the front kicks and the back kicks next. And about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with those front kicks. Again, using that core the whole time. Using the glutes on those back kicks. You got a steady breathing pattern. Really feeling this all throughout the body. Being nice and warmed up right now. Almost there. Use that core to drive up those knees. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. So go ahead and switch this up. We are doing a minute of work, 30 seconds of rest on both sets. The first set will have 4 exercises. The second set's only going to have 3. So we will start with the first set. Let me go ahead and put this ready. That way, once I show you, we can go right into everything. Turn that down just a tad. All right, 1 minute of work, 30 seconds of rest. You will get 30 seconds at the end of every round as well. 4 exercise, 3 rounds. Okay, first exercise will be a sit-up with a shoulder press. So you will need the dumbbell for this. We're going to start in a sit-up position, flat on your back, feet firmly planted. You're going to keep the weight by your chest as opposed to out. You're going to keep it up here. So as you come up, you're going to press up the weight and slowly bring it back down, and one vertebrae at a time come back down. Try not to slam your body down. You always want to go slow as opposed to fast on this part of the motion. And then you're going to press as soon as you come up. So, show you a few. Press up, really using that core to hold position as you press up into the air. So that will be your sit-up shoulder press. Second exercise, lateral lunges. Holding the dumbbell this time instead of just regular. So you will kind of hold it as a goblet position. So however you want to hold it. If you want to hold it like this, you can hold it like this. Whatever's more comfortable for you. I find that this is a little bit more easier to hold. So you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to go out, sit back into that glute, and then push up off of this foot using the back of your heel. And then you'll just alternate to the other side. So side lunge here, side lunge to the other side, okay? So that's the first 2. Third exercise, plank rotations. You're gonna go ahead and be on your mat. And you're not gonna do a push-up. If you wanna add a push-up in, you can. But I simply just want you to turn. This is kind of your recovery station. I want you to really focus on using those obliques. Come back to plank position. Switch over to the other side. This is, if you have to modify this, if you can't stay on your wrist, you can do this on your knees. It's just a little bit tougher. You gotta make sure those feet are spread out pretty wide, and then you can switch from side to side. If you wanna make it tougher, you can always add a push-up in there if you wish. The last exercise, 180 squat jumps. So on these, basically gonna start facing one way, come into your squat, and then jump over to the other side. So if you cannot do the jump, you can squat, rotate your body, and then squat on the other side. Otherwise, you're gonna hop from side to side, making sure those knees are slightly bent, making sure you're sitting back into your glutes for that squat. All right, so that is all 4 exercises. Hope y'all are ready to begin. We are starting in 10.
Starting session.
Starting with those sit-up shoulder presses. And here we go. Remember keeping one vertebrae at a time as you come up and down. Really focusing on using that core. Try to plant those heels into the ground. Using that core the whole time, especially when you're pressing up with that dumbbell. Hang in there, you got this. Remember to slowly come back down. Do not drop the body fast. One vertebrae at a time. Keeping the belly button pulled towards the spine. And rest. Good.
Rest.
Get some water if you need it. We're going to go into those lateral lunges. Got about 10 more seconds. Go ahead and get your dumbbell. Get in position, shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1, and side lunge it out. Making sure you're really sitting into that glute. Good, keeping that core tight the whole time. Remember to push all of that foot through the heel. Way there. Keep it up. Make sure you're not going too far forward on that lunge. You always want to make sure you sit back, keeping your chest proud. Almost there. Got about 10 seconds left. Doing good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Ooh. Now we're going to go into those plank rotations on the mat. All right. About 10 more seconds. Go ahead and find your position. Get into that plank. Feet spread out wide. And here we go. Rotate from side to side. Really feeling those obliques the whole time. Keeping that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Doing that full stretch all throughout your obliques, your lower back, your shoulder. Again, you can add a push-up to this if you wish. You would do the push-up and then you would go from side to side. Or if you need to do this on your knees, I would suggest having something padded underneath them to help you out there. Unless you have carpet, your probably good. Almost there. Hang in there. Keep that core tight the whole time. Woo. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Got those 180 squat jumps left. And then we're done with round 1. Got about 10 seconds. Go ahead and find a good spot that you're going to do these. Facing one direction, feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointed out, and sit back into that squat, and then hop over, making sure you're landing lightly with your knees slightly bent. Good. Very good. Keep it up. Keeping that core tight the whole time. Landing lightly with those knees slightly bent. Sink back into those glutes. Hang in there. As you come up out of the squat, you're rotating over to the other side. Landing lightly. If you need to take a breather, that is fine. Breathe in a few seconds and then keep going. Having some balance issues this morning. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and great. Good. I know this one was a little bit more cardio intense, so we need to put your hands up over your head. Take some deep breaths in. Go ahead and do so. Through the nose, through the mouth. You're doing great. Already starting round 2. Here we go. About 10 more seconds. Sit up shoulder presses. Go ahead and find your spot on the mat. All right. And that's press up. Slowly back down. Focus on one vertebrae at a time as you come up and back down. Pulling that belly button in towards your spine. You're there, almost there. Already on round 2. Well on our way. Steady breathing the entire time. So close. And rest. Good. Going into those lateral lunges next. And grab that dumbbell. Get in position for those lateral lunges. Make sure you have a lot of room to work with. As you're lunging from side to side, about 3 more seconds. And here we go, lateral lunge. Sit back into those glutes, keeping that core as tight as possible. Really focusing on every part of that quad and glutes and hamstring as you go into those lunges. Really feeling that stretch and burn. Already halfway there, keep it up. Core tight, do not let the dumbbell pull you forward. Always make sure that chest is proud and you're keeping your back straight. If you can't do this with the dumbbell yet, that is okay. You can always do the lateral lunges on their own. Whatever you're more comfortable with. Doing awesome. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Got those plank rotations next. Take a breather, then find your spot on your mat. Are doing great. All right, got about 4 seconds. Go ahead and get ready. Get into that plank position. Make sure your feet are spread wide enough to give you balance and rotate from side to side. Good. Really feel that stretch through the shoulders. Keeping those obliques super strong. Belly button moving towards the spine. Make sure your wrists are aligned with your shoulders. Almost there. Hang in there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Really take time when you're reaching up to stare up at the ceiling. Really feel that full stretch before you come back down. Also gives you a little bit more of a rest period. And rest. Good.
Rest.
Now we got one more. Those 180 squat jumps are left. And then we're done with round 2. Are doing great. Now I had a little bit of trouble keeping balance on my jump squats this morning, so make sure before you make that jump that you are balanced. And here we go. Squat, jump. Full 180 to the opposite side. Landing lightly. Making sure your knees are always slightly bent. It also helps you keep your balance if your knees are slightly bent. Make sure you're really focusing on that core, keeping that core as tight as possible. That also helps with balance. 20 more seconds, hang in there. Make sure you have a steady breathing pattern the whole time. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Had a sick dog this morning. That's wonderful. All right, go ahead and rest. Sweet girl. Pardon the mess. All right. All right. Sorry about that. Go ahead and go into those sit-up shoulder presses. I'm gonna go on the other side of my mat this time. All right. Sit up. Press up. Make sure that belly button is pulled in towards the spine the whole time. Squeeze out one vertebrae at a time. Good. Keep it up. Almost there. Hang in there. Got about 3 seconds. And good. Rest. Next, we got those lateral lunges. All right, go ahead and grab your dumbbell. Get ready for those lateral lunges. Got about 10 seconds. Find a good spot on the floor with lots of room. 3, 2, 1, and side lunge it out. Back into those glutes. Pushing up from the heel as you come up out of that lunge. Keeping that core as tight as possible. Good. Core tight, chest proud. Knees always slightly bent. Feel that resistance through the quads the entire time. Make sure the weight is not pulling your body forward too much. About 15 seconds. Hang in there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Good. Got those plank rotations next. Whew. Got about 10 more seconds. Go ahead and find your spot on your mat. All right. Make your feet are spread. Rotate up. Core tight the whole time. Shoulders are aligned with the wrist. Feeling that full stretch up through the shoulder. Really look up at that ceiling. Get a good stretch. Almost there. Hang in there. This exercise is made to be a recovery as well as a working exercise and rest. Walk yourself slowly back up. Doing great. 180 squat jumps. Find a good spot on the floor. Make sure you're keeping those knees slightly bent the entire time. Got about 6 seconds. Here we go. Stand into the squat and hop over to that other side. Knees slightly bent the whole time. Good. Sitting back into those glutes. Pushing up through the back of the legs to power yourself up. Landing lightly with those knees slightly bent. You will feel the burn in your quads. That is normal. Keep it up. Keeping that core tight as possible. Woo. Keeping that balance as well. I seem to be having trouble with this morning. Sitting down low as you can. Right up into that jump. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. 8, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. Made it through all 3 rounds of the first set. All right, for the last set, same time frame, 60 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, 30 seconds of rest in between each round, but we're only doing 3 exercises on this one. The first one, you're going to do a squat into a high row. You can do this with 1 dumbbell, but it helps to have 2, because you're going to be holding them, regular way, so it's horizontal. You're going to go into your squat. Hold on. Move my dog just a little bit. Come here, baby. Come here. Good girl. That's it. Okay. So, you're going to go into a squat. As you come up out of the squat, you're going to come into a high row. So you're here, bringing the shoulders up with the dumbbells. You want to make sure, actually, you know what, 2 is a little awkward. Let's try just 1. If you can hold just 1 in the center, because you don't want your elbows flying too far out. You kind of want your elbows coming up. So you're coming up into that high row. If you have a kettlebell, that makes it a lot easier. So you're going to go into the squat, and you're going to come up into the high row, bringing that dumbbell directly under your chin. If you can do it with 2, I guess it's not so bad. Mine are just ginormous dumbbells, so it makes it a little awkward, but just make sure you're coming up under your chin with both. So you can either do 1 or 2. That is the squat high row. Then forward lateral raises with the dumbbells. I will suggest if you have a lighter weight, don't go too heavy on the forward and lateral raises. You don't need a lot of weight on this. So feet are always shoulder width apart. Anytime you're doing curls, extensions, anything, you want to make sure your knees are slightly bent so you're not throwing your back forward. And you're going to raise up, not using momentum, using those shoulders. And you're only going to come up to shoulder height and slowly back down. Then right after you go from the lateral raise, you're going to go right into the front raise. So you're going to go lateral, then right into the front. That's going to be 1 exercise. Again, making sure that core is tight, making sure you're not throwing your arms up, okay? Very good. No problem. Okay, third one, frog jumps. So you're going to jump forward, landing lightly with those knees slightly bent, then you're going to run back, okay? So frog jump forward, run it back to place, and continue. Okay, so those are all 3 exercises. Starting into, and again, I'm sorry if the dumbbells, if you have big dumbbells like I do, it's gonna feel a little bit awkward. Just make sure you're pulling up with the shoulders, not using the trap too much. You want to squeeze up. You just want to pull up, really feeling in that rear delt area right here. All right, starting with those squat high rows. Again, knees slightly bent, squat down, high row up, keeping that core tight the whole time. Good. Hang in there. Really using the rear delt to pull those up. Now it feels a little awkward with big dumbbells. Kettlebells work great for these. You have that. amazing. If you don't, you're just gonna feel awkward like I am. 30 seconds, hang in there. You should be feeling this in your shoulders, not so much your traps. Hang in there, 15 more seconds. Making sure you're keeping that core tight the whole time. 8 seconds. Good. Beautiful. Rest. Woo.
Rest.
Get some water if you need it. We're going into those forward lateral raises. Make sure those shoulders are ready. You can stretch them out if you need to. Scoot back a little bit. Full body. All right, starting in 6. Go ahead and get those dumbbells ready. Knees slightly bent. And lateral raise. And front raise. Again, you don't need heavy weights on this. Make sure you're not throwing up the dumbbells. You're only using your shoulders to pull them up. If you have to go lighter, drop one of the dumbbells on that front raise. Actually, you can't do the lateral raises that way. Don't listen to me. Just drop your weight if it feels like it's too much. Forward, side, got about 20 more seconds. Hang in there. You are gonna feel the burn. You're supposed to feel a burn. That means it's working. That means the muscles are growing. Just hang in there. Try not to swing as you get tired. You need a little bit longer rest at the bottom. Rest a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Done. Last thing, frog jumps. Go ahead and find a good spot that you have a room to jump. You don't have to jump that far. If you can't do any kind of jumps, just kind of crab walk forward and then jog it back. Whatever works for you. Starting in 10. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Frog jump forward, landing lightly on those bent knees. Power up through the glutes as you jump forward. And just jog it back to place. Got it. Whew. Jump forward, land lightly, and jog it back. Almost there, keep it up. Hang in there. And jog it back. And forward. And jog it back. Almost there. Hang in there. Keeping that core tight the whole time. Almost there. You got about 14 more seconds. Hang in there. Hang in there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! Round 1 done of the second set. Are doing amazing. Right into those squat high rows. Deep breath in. Through the nose, out through the mouth. Grab those dumbbells, get them ready. Shoulder width apart. Right into those squat high rows. Squat it out. High row up. Slow down. Kind of powering back up. Making sure you're sitting into those glutes. Core tight the entire time. Squat down. High row up. You're halfway there. Hang in there. Making sure you're keeping that core tight the entire time. Good. Very good. Pulling them right under your chin. Awesome. Almost there. Try focusing on staring forward, because if you look down, your body will go with you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop the dumbbells, shake out the shoulders because you're about to use them again. Stretch them out behind you if you need to. Cross them in front. Put them behind your head. Whatever you need to do to get them ready for the next exercise. I did put those two together on purpose. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean. I just want you to feel those shoulders. If I would have split it up, you wouldn't have felt it as much. Go ahead and grab those dumbbells, knees slightly bent, lateral raise, right into a front raise. Lateral, front, slowly up and down. Don't let your momentum pull those dumbbells. You want your shoulders working. Good. Keeping those knees slightly bent, core tight. Hang in there, I know it burns. Don't let your momentum get the best of you when you get tired. No swing in the dumbbells, just lifting. Good, 20 more seconds. Hang in there. Almost there. If you need to take a longer break at the bottom, take a longer break at the bottom. 10 seconds, here we go. Woo. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good.
Rest.
Now, if you missed what the third exercise is, it's a frog jump forward, and then you're going to jog back to starting position. You're going to go into a frog jump, landing lightly on those knees, and coming back into starting position. Starting in 5. Find a good spot for you. And here we go. Frog jump it out. Right back into starting position. Make sure you're landing lightly on those knees. You can tell when I don't because you can hear my shoes squeak. Land lightly with those knees bent. Jog back. Using those legs to power you forward. And then jogging back to start. Landing light. Imagine landing like a ninja. Super quiet. And then rolling back. Almost there. Hang in there. Woo. Really move this around. And here we go. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good.
Rest.
Very, very good. All right. Now we're going to go right back. I must have missed one.
One.
Messed something somewhere.
Stopping session.
I had 4. All right, go ahead and keep breaking. Take a break. Fixing this for you guys. There we go. All right, starting with those squat high rows next. Starting in 10 seconds. Right into those squats and then high row. Squat it out. High row up. Sitting back into those glutes. Good. Doing awesome. Hang in there. Make sure that core stays tight the whole time you're bringing those dumbbells right up under the chin. Really feeling in that rear delt more than anything. Ooh. 20 more seconds. Hang in there. Here we go. Squat down, high row up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Shake those shoulders out. Bring you up right back into it with the lateral and front raises. Oh, you're doing great. We're almost to the stretching part. Hang in there with me. You got 2 more exercises. You're almost there. Go and grab those dumbbells. Get them ready. Knees slightly bent. And shoulder press. Lateral raise. Front raise next. Lateral raise out. Front raise right after. Slow and controlled. Remember not to let the momentum take those arms. Using those shoulders the whole time you raise. I know it burns. Keeping that core as tight as possible so you're not jarring that lower back. If you need to take a longer rest at the bottom, take a longer rest at the bottom. If you need to drop down to lighter weights, you can do that as well. Almost there. 15 seconds. Hang in there. Almost there. 10. You can do anything for 10 seconds. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Last one. Frog jump forward, run back to place. Doing amazing. Hang in there. Find a good position. Feet shoulder width apart. Remember to land always with your knees slightly bent. And about 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it all you got. Squat jump forward. Run back to place. Knees slightly bent the whole time. If you can't do the jump, you can always crab walk forward. And then you can go back. It would just look like this. And then you would run backwards. Whatever is more comfortable for you. Making sure you're using those glutes to power you forward. Knees slightly bent. Make sure you're not jarring that back. Not jarring the knees. Really pushing all that resistance into the quads. Woo. 15 seconds. Hang in there. The last exercise. You got this. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Very good. All right. So now I want you to make some big circles with your arms. I know that they're feeling a little tight. Forward circles, reverse circles. Letting that heart rate come down. Grab that right arm, put it behind the head. Stretch out that shoulder and tricep. We hit those shoulders a lot today. Deep breath in and release. Switch sides. Grab that left elbow, pull it behind the head. Really feeling that full stretch. Deep breath in. Good. Now I want you to put your hands together behind your back. Pull those shoulders back. Feel that full stretch through the shoulders. Deep breath in. And release. Very good. I want you to have your feet spread a little further than shoulder width apart. You're going to reach down to the left side. Right arm stretching up towards the ceiling. Getting that full side stretch. Take a deep breath in. And release. And then slowly stretch out to the other side. Right hand going down the right leg. Left arm going up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. And slowly out. Good. Now I want you to walk towards the middle of your legs. Really get that full stretch through the hamstrings Head goes between the arms. Really feel that full stretch. If you can put your hands completely on the ground, do that. If you only touch fingertips, that's fine. If you only grab the back of your ankles, that's fine as well. Feel that full stretch. Good. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way up. I want you to go to your mat now. I want you to lay flat on your back, on your mat. I want you to put your right leg over your left leg. Try to keep the shoulders on the mat if you can. If you can't, you can lift it up to give yourself a better range of motion. Deep breaths in. Really feeling that stretch. Really feel it through that lower back. One of my favorite exercises. You can move your leg up and back to feel what feels best for you. And switch over to the other side. Try and keep those shoulders on if you can. If not, you can lift them up. As long as you're feeling that stretch through the lower back, lift your knee up if you need to. You'll feel more of a stretch through that hip. Deep breath in and out. Good. Grab the back of your right leg with your left leg straight out. Pull that right leg towards the chest. Breath in and release. Switch legs. Grab the back of the left leg. Pull that knee towards the chest. Deep breath in and release. I want you to flip all the way onto your stomach on the mat. I want you to go into that cobra, stretching out the core, stretching out the lower back. You can sit on your forearms, you can come to your hands, whatever is more comfortable for you. Deep breath in and slowly out. Good. Hold it there for about 5 more seconds. And I want you to bring your bottom towards your heels. Go into child's pose. Really stretching out that lower back. Walk your fingers towards the front of the mat. Really feeling that stretch through the shoulders. Deep breath in and release. And slowly come up to your feet. Get in a squat position. I want you to go into the squat. As you go into the squat, you're going to take a deep, deep breath in. As you come all the way up to the top, I want you to release that breath. Good. One more. Deep breath in. Release. Last one. And release. Good. Pat yourself on the back. Y'all did amazing. Good job. Hi, how you feeling? Y'all feeling good? Great, good. Y'all have a good rest of your day, okay? See y'all soon. Bye.